Hello, 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 nerds. I decided I'll just go ahead and do a bit of a. Oh, I had the lights transformed on me. Come, Ellie, come say hello.
Hello.
Yes, today we're going to do a bookshelf tour, okay? We're going to take them through our bookshelves, show them what's up, and see if they like it, and see how crazy it is. So,
Like my headband.
Yep, like her headband, her crazy headband. Anyways, that's what this video is going to be. So here we go. Let's swoop on over to the first bookshelf. Let's start with the first shelf. This is the one of the two in my bedroom. If we go closer, I've got quite a lot of things. Up top, I've got some role-playing game material, Pathfinder, D&D, Daggerheart. Tried various things just to see what they would be like. I got my first 5 volumes of the Berserk Deluxe editions. Pretty cool stuff. Expensive, so going to take a while. Got 2 little cool dice holders for D&D. The one on the left, the Cthulhu one, Marissa got me. The one on the right, one of my best friends, Nick, he got me that one as like a groomsman gift for his wedding. So that's pretty cool. I've painted these minis. I'm not that good, but it was still a fun process. I used them in a D&D I ran. So I'll hold it up a little bit closer. Maybe let you see it. They had to fight like a cool cosmic horror that went through various transformations. So, anyways, I used to get into painting a little bit, but it's kind of a frustrating process for me, so I kind of quit. It's cool that people do it. It wasn't for me. Anyways, got some manga here. Most of my other manga's at school. So I got Spy Family, case closed. My book's in front of the Walking Dead books. I actually have the first 3 compendiums at work. So they're on a restricted shelf for kids whose parents let them read it, which is not many. Got some of the Expanse down here. Got some more stuff I've painted, some gemstones, some dice, rollers, a random Super Saiyan 2 Gohan hanging out. Random books here because we were reorganizing and we just didn't know where to put most of this stuff. Got Super Trunks hanging out over there. Anyways, down here, we've got some of the Night Angels, some Salvatore, some James Bonds, various stuff. And I'm now realizing, now that I'm showing you this shelf, that my shelf in my bedroom is actually not organized. That's because I let Marissa do all the other ones, and I kind of got what's left over. There's some Anne Rice books up there that I got as part of a gift with these John Grisham books. I did not realize those were like Anne Rice wrote erotica. I didn't know that. All of these John Grisham books were given to me by a coworker. She wanted to find a new home for him, and I've always been slightly interested in legal crime, legal thrillers, things like that. So I said, you know what? Free books is free books. I'll check them out. If it's not my thing, I know where to donate them, or etc. So, and then lastly, here at the bottom, there's some just various weird comic stuff. Mass Effect, Legend of Zelda. One of these binders actually has the original run of Marvel's Iron Fist in it. It, like the first time he premiered in Marvel Premiere. Let me see if I can find it. So, right there. But yeah. And then this basketball is pretty cool because a student got me this as a teacher appreciation gift, which is kind of neat. It has Mr. Duplain as best teacher. So it's one of the coolest teacher appreciation gifts I've ever gotten. In fact, this tour is going to involve a couple of teacher appreciation gifts I've kept. So anyways, all right, let's move on to the next shelf. All right, flying in over here, we've got various, this is the other bedroom shelf, where we have some Stephen King, Joe Hill stuff at the bottom, various horror, Alien, Pay the Piper. We got some of those like Barnes & Noble collected editions along with others. One of my favorite books I have is this Del Toro Quest special edition, which is pretty cool. It has the first, 8 books in one. And then Ken Follett, Sherlock Holmes, Grimm Fairy Tales, etc., Lovecraft. Up here, got some more Salvatore. Got some Jim Butcher, just some random stuff on this shelf. This is a cool shelf. I'm working on getting all of the Dungeon Crawler Carl hardbacks. Got my Jade City, Jade War, Jade Legacy, Greenbone Saga, Kings of the Wild, Bloody Rose. And then up here, instead of hanging across, I've just got this team of defenders to defend my room. See, I don't have to worry about vampires coming in because I've got Garrus Vicarian here. Garrus Vicarian pretty much will just snipe anything's head off. I'm pretty sure one of Marissa's cats messed his sniper rifle up, which makes me mad. But whatever, we're not going to talk about that today. Let's swoosh on over to the next bookshelf. Oh, this painting's pretty cool. Marissa's dad did this painting, and it's really neat. He does cool landscape paintings, so I love those things. They're very relaxing to look at. Anyway, swooping on. Whee! All right, now we're in the living room where we have three more shelves, I guess. So we got a Brandon Sanderson section. We got a James Islington section. We've got various other authors I have not tried that my wife has tried. David Daiglish, Janie Warts. Then she's got, let's see, what's over here? Oh, Samantha Shannon, along with Robert Jackson Bennett. We've got the fifth season and all that. Then over here, second shelf, we've got Ryan Cahill stuff, some of the Stephen Erickson books for Malazan or Malazan, however you pronounce it. I'm not too worried about how to pronounce Malazan, considering I can't pronounce half the other stuff I read in the book. Empire of the Vampire. Move over here, we've got what's his name? The Justice person, Richard Swan. There we go, Richard Swan. Over here we have Random Harry Potter Bear, along with Jen Williams. Jen Williams is a cool fantasy author y'all should try out if you want something that merges genres. This Ninth Reign book was excellent. Combination of fantasy and like cosmic horror and alien invasion, which is pretty neat. Robin Hobb. This is another teacher appreciation gift I got from a student. My little mind flayer, crocheted mind flayer, which is fun. Up here, we've got John Gwynn, Mark Lawrence, I think, Harry Potter wand, more Harry Potter wand, Abercrombie. The oh my God, I just realized those designs connect with each other. I'm stupid, I guess. But that's the Broken Binding Rift War set that they came out with. So, and then we got more Abercrombie. All right. So and this is Marissa's book she's read this year, which is constantly shaming me, as it should. So let's move on to the next one. We have to crash the girls' Barbie house for this one. Meow. Hello, Rhea. What are you doing, Rhea?
My girl is not wearing clothes.
Yeah, why are your dolls never wearing clothes, Ellie?
Because she just forgot her clothes.
All right, let's get into this one. So I've got the SSR Normandy up here with a dice rolling mug. We got a Bulbasaur hanging out. This is like a science fiction section. So we got Grace of Kings, Dandelion Dynasty special set. What is this series called? Empire of Silence. What's it called? Sun Eater. There we go. Sun Eater, Red Rising. I surprised my wife recently with a gift. I got her the special edition Red Rising. Ooh. I tricked her. So I took our actual copy of Red Rising off the shelf. And I was like, hey, you should go get Red Rising. I'm curious if it has a Dramatis Personae in the beginning, which I know I don't say that right, but whatever. And she went and got the book, and then she was surprised. It was pretty cool. Anyways, Lord of the Rings, various things that have been painted, Gene Wolfe, Gideon the Ninth. Marissa's really liking the Gideon the Ninth stuff, so I don't remember owning all those books. So she must have picked those up recently. Dune. Which, like, we got into Dune and we bought a bunch of Dune and then we stopped liking Dune as much. So we just have a bunch of Dune books. Like, we like the first stuff, but then it just gets kind of weird. Game of Thrones, random 20-sided dice, etc. So this shelf has all of that. So that's that shelf, but we're still not done yet because there's more. Here we go. All right, this is our guest room. And actually, if you watch one of my earlier videos, I tried to make this a studio, but I wasn't really feeling it. But anyways, this room has all kinds of stuff in it. So I'll just give you a little bit of a tour. I've got this Terry Pratchett haul, this Discworld haul that I got from Second and Charles where I live, where I guess someone unloaded all their books, and I happened to be the guy that walked in the store and got them. So I have a bunch of the Discworld. We have, back when Marissa first got back into reading fantasy, we both got history degrees, so we were reading a ton of nonfiction for a while, and then when we both graduated, we started going back into fiction. So she had the classic start of the Sarah J. Maas and all that, and she enjoyed it and stuff, but she's expanded out of that at this point. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Anything that gets people reading is good, but Prior of the Orange Tree, etc. We also have this Roald Dahl set, which we like a lot. It's pretty cool. We'll get the girls to read some of them someday. And then we have a shelf of random board games, which you're about to see a ton of board games. Harry Potter, series of unfortunate events. And then from here, it's pretty much just board games on these shelves. So for a while, I was very into the board game hobby. So I was getting all of the Azules, saw a bunch of Roll and Writes, Arc, Long Shot, etc. I really like Champions of Midgard and Wingspan. We recently did My Father's Work some more. It could be a bit of a pain to set up and get going, but it's a pretty cool game if you're in the mood for it. My Return of the King movie poster. The same person who did the cover art for my book did this cool picture of a D&D style character, the Warthog. That's like a wedding gift to me, which was kind of fun at the time. Me and my friend group really liked It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so we have various jokes with that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This kind of concludes the tour. I mean, my daughters have a shelf. I'll go show you that real quick, and then we'll be done. So yeah, here we go. They got, this is like Lynn's basket. She'll pull this basket down and pick things she wants to read out of there when she reads. They really like these Elephant and Piggy books. They get into those. My daughter's trying to do this Mirabelle book, which was self-published. I thought it was pretty good. I met the author at Barnes & Noble, and she came out to my school actually 2 years ago for the festival there, or 1 year ago. I think it was 2 years ago, yeah. So she was promoting her book, so I have a bunch of copies of it. Dogman stuff, Pokemon stuff, random Junabe Jones, Goosebumps. You know, this is looking straight up like a 6th grade classroom back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So you got all that good stuff. But yeah, that concludes the bookshelf tour. There's probably stuff I missed, but other than that, yeah, I just figured I had someone ask me for one. I figured I'd show you all the random places we have books in this house. And ironically, somebody I saw at my school the other day was trying to get rid of another bookshelf, and I considered trying to find a way to take it home. And then I had to tell myself no. But then I was like, maybe I should. So I haven't decided yet. Anyways, y'all stay nerdy. You know, I'll give y'all a weekend update tomorrow, but I just figured this was a fun thing to do today. Enjoy.